What happened when cops shut down my 6-year-old daughter's lemonade stand? I was in my home office when I heard my daughter screaming outside. I ran to the front yard and found a code enforcement officer standing over her lemonade stand. Hazel was crying. The officer was holding a citation pad. Sir, your daughter is operating an illegal business. No permit, no license, violating municipal code 4.7 and 8.3. Hazel had been so excited that morning. Made the lemonade herself, drew signs with markers, set up a table with our folding chair. She'd made $3 in 45 minutes. She's 6 years old selling lemonade, I said. I don't care if she's 2. Law doesn't make exceptions for age. She's running an unlicensed food establishment. That's a $500 fine. He wrote it up while Hazel sobbed. You should be teaching her to follow rules, not break them. This is why kids today have no respect for authority. He handed me the citation with a smirk. Have a nice day. I stood there holding this piece of paper, watching my daughter's face, and I didn't know what to do. I couldn't argue with him, couldn't make him leave, couldn't fix this right now. So I paid the fine the next day. Then I did what I do for a living. I'm a regulatory compliance attorney. I find mistakes in legal codes, and I started looking for theirs. Monday morning, I went to City Hall with a notepad. I asked for the food vendor permit applications. Planning to let your daughter try again? The clerk asked. Just researching. I noticed the coffee cart in the lobby. Does that cart have a permit? That's different. It's for employees. I wrote it down. How is it different? It's city property. Does city property exempt you from food vendor licensing under code 4.7? She looked annoyed. I don't know. Could you find out? She couldn't. I walked around City Hall taking photos. The coffee cart had no visible permits, no health inspection certificate, no business license posted. That afternoon, I filed my first complaint against the coffee cart. The city attorney's office called me Tuesday. Mr. Brooks, you filed a complaint against City Hall against the unlicensed food vendor operating in City Hall. Same violation my daughter got cited for. That's for employees. And my daughter's lemonade was for neighbors. What's the legal difference? Silence. I'll look into it. Great. While you're looking, I found 15 more violations. I'll be filing those tomorrow. I filed 15 complaints Wednesday. The mayor's bake sale, police car wash, fire department barbecue, library book sale snack stand, public works fundraiser breakfast. Every single event violated the same codes Hazel was cited for. Thursday, the city attorney called again. You need to stop filing frivolous complaints. They're not frivolous. They're using your own ordinances. These are community events. So was my daughter's lemonade stand. It was a community event for our street. She charged the same 50 cents your bake sale did. That's different. Explain how. He couldn't. Friday, I filed 23 more. The next week, 31. The week after, 28. Every city department, every fundraiser, every event involving food or goods. I documented everything with photos, dates, receipts. By week 8, I had 142 violations logged, each one citing the exact codes used against Hazel. Mr. Brooks, we need to discuss this. The city attorney sounded tired. The math? Sure. 142 violations at $500 each. That's $71,000. I'm not done yet. By month 6, I had 181 violations documented. I submitted a formal petition to appear before city council. Public comment period. They had to let me speak. The council chambers were packed. I posted about it on neighborhood Facebook groups. 50 parents showed up. I presented my findings. In the past 6 months, I've documented 181 violations of the same municipal codes used to fine my 6-year-old daughter $500. These violations were committed by city departments, city officials, and city-sponsored events. The total penalty amount is $90,500. I showed them the spreadsheets on the projector. The mayor's office bake sale, no permit, $500 violation. The police department car wash, no license, $500 violation. Fire department barbecue, $500 violation. City hall coffee cart operating daily without permits. That's 120 days, $60,000 in violations alone. The council members looked uncomfortable. Every single one of these violations used the same codes that your officer used to make my daughter cry. Code 4.7, code 8.3. Your enforcement officer told me the law doesn't make exceptions for age. Well, the law also doesn't make exceptions for city departments. One council member spoke up. These are community services. My daughter was providing a community service. Lemonade on a hot day. She charged 50 cents. Your bake sale charged 50 cents. What's the legal difference? Silence. I'll tell you the difference. My daughter isn't politically connected. She's 6. She doesn't have a city attorney to defend her. She just had her dad, who stood there watching her cry while your officer lectured me about teaching her to follow rules. I pulled out the citation. You want to enforce municipal codes? Enforce them equally. Fine yourselves $90,500. Or admit this citation was selective enforcement and discriminatory. The mayor cleared his throat. Mr. Brooks, we'll dismiss the citation and refund your fine. And we'll revise code 4.7 to include reasonable exemptions for minor community vendors. I want it in writing. You'll have it tomorrow. I looked at the packed room. Anyone else have a kid who got cited for a lemonade stand? 3 hands went up. Include them too. The mayor nodded. The same code enforcement officer showed up at Hazel's reopened lemonade stand 2 weeks later. He bought a cup for 50 cents, muttered following the rules now, and walked away. Hazel said, he forgot to say thank you. That's just rude.